So Cancers, the overall energy of your reading is a Two of Wands. Two of Wands is standing there holding a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and in the other hand you have the World. So you're standing there contemplating what moving forward in this world is going to look like. What does your future look like? What's out there for you? Well, this is surrounding your entire reading. Maybe the tarot is going to tell us what's out there for you. In your highest energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I think this is what you're searching for. And this is what you want. A secure, stable, committed relationship, union between two people. This could be about marriage. There's a child tucked in the corner here. There's a couple of dogs. There's an old man, extended family. So I think what you're doing is you're wondering if you can find this Ten of Pentacles in this world, okay? And you're ready. You're holding on to that staff. You're like, where are they? Or, how can I find them? Let's see what the universe has. So next to the Ten of Pentacles, I have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is feeling just flat out worn out, at your wit's end. You might have been in this state for quite some time, and you're like getting tired, and you're thinking it's never going to happen. And that wand is actually holding you up now instead of you holding it up. So yeah, you've given it some tries, and no relationships have come to this point yet for you. If this is your reading, not yet. But universe wants to talk about it, so let's see what they have to say. I have the King of Swords next to the Nine of Wands. This is air. This would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But your sword is up. This is your energy. You've got your sword up in self-protection. So you are protecting yourself from those energies that don't serve you. You're being very careful in moving forward. So that could be part of the reason that you haven't found it yet, but that might be good too, because you might be staving off the energies that do not serve you. You seek the truth. You seek the clarity from anyone who approaches you about, a date or, anybody who wants to come close to you. You really seek the truth about them. I have the Six of Pentacles under the Ten of Pentacles. This is what you've been getting. This is why you want to move forward. This is breadcrumbing. This is almost like begging for attention. It throws your scales off balance. It's just a one-sided relationship, and that's basically what you've been getting. So that's what has you worn out, because you've been trying, and you're getting more protective about yourself in moving forward. But you still want this. You still want the Ten of Pentacles. You've had these energies of the Knight of Wands running in and out of your life, male or female. All the cards are male or female. So this is like a really flighty energy. This is like not grounded, not stable, not secure. It's a type of energy. They run in with a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, but they run out with a staff of passion. So, they just not the right energy for you. Not if you want the Ten of Pentacles. And that is what you want if this is your reading. I have the Seven of Cups under the Six of Pentacles. You've been getting these cups, okay? Cups are about love in the tarot deck. And it's like all these cups are yelling, pick me, I'm the best one for you, it's me. But the thing is the ones that you picked so far all turned out to have something else in them where there wasn't enough room for love. So it gets confusing about how to choose love, how to know. A lot of them have breadcrumbed you, or at least one for this to show up. This could probably the most recent or most one remembered, okay, that was breadcrumbing you. Now, next to this Seven of Cups, I have the Lovers, and this is under your World card. Are you standing there contemplating? Something's coming. You're standing there contemplating on what you want. How are you going to achieve this Ten of Pentacles, a secure and solid relationship with the person of your dreams, okay? Right next to that Seven of Cups, next to all these wrong cups, here we have the Lovers. Now, your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to bring you together with the right cup. And it's right under the Two of Wands. This is who you're supposed to be moving forward with. This is who you're supposed to be getting grounded with. This is the card for Gemini, by the way, so that gives us with the King of Swords 2 for Gemini, if we're counting. But the energy is what's most important. So yeah, this is a divine soulmate. You may have been lovers in another life. You might have unfinished business. Your relationship may have ended too soon in a prior life. For whatever reasons, your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to reach you here in this life. Divine soulmate. Under the Knight of Wands, which, they will come in and they will, they act like they're your soulmate, okay, when they're with you, but they leave and they don't stick around and they're not there when you need them. And, I can go on and on. It's just very, very flighty. I got the Seven of Swords. They hide things too. A lot of times they have third parties. A lot of times they lie. They just manipulate. This is deceitful energy, the Seven of Swords. This is about lying, stealing, cheating, rumors, taking of love, not giving, takers. And so it does get very confusing, okay? Because, every time you pick a cup, and especially if you go too far into a relationship, you really hope this is the one, and then it turns out it's not the one, it's another one of those cups, and that's what, so far, what the reading's saying is what you've been through. But it's also saying what you're looking for is out there, and your guardian angels and spirit guides is trying to bring them in. Okay. So, I have the Page of Cups next to the King of Swords. Remember, you're on guard, seeking truth and clarity now about your to-be partners. This is what you're on guard about, the Page of Cups. Look, it's another one of those cups. It has something in it. It's a tainted cup of love. This is a card for Pisces, so Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is what you're really up guarding yourself against. You're not going to accept if somebody comes in with one of these cups, you're going to put your sword up and you will discover that is not the cup you want. It's right next to the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, now this is your highest energy line. The Page of Pentacles, this is you. When you're getting your truth, you're getting your clarity from any offers that come your way, you're going to be checking it out to see if they're committable, if they're available, if they're grounded, if they're secure, if they have a job. I mean, all those things that have to do with security and stability, yeah, you're going to be checking it out. I have the Justice card right next to the Page of Pentacles. You're going forward with your sword up all right. And you're rebalancing your scales from being breadcrumb before. So you're becoming very strong, independent. You know what you want. And Libra, this is the card for Libra. Libra is also an air sign, so that gives us 2 for Libra on your top energy here. So you're going to keep your sword up. You're going to keep your scales balanced, and you are going to determine whether or not they are worthy enough to move forward with them, whoever comes into your life. You have a fresh start, new beginning. I love this card coming in for you. This is the Sun. This is, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of joy associated with this card. So you want to make sure that it's not a Page of Cups, it's not a Page of Wands, that this really is a fresh start, new beginning with lots of love and joy. It is what it's being presented, okay? Swords up. You will find out the truth and the clarity. I have the Queen of Pentacles under the Page of Pentacles and next to the Sun. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But there you are. You're looking at that pentacle as if it was a precious jewel on your lap. This is what you're seeking. And it's right under the Page of Pentacles. So in the beginnings of a relationship, you're seeking it. And during the relationship, but I think this is what's coming in. See, it starts with the 10 of Pentacles. This is what you want. This is the second biggest pentacle in the whole deck, besides the Ace of Pentacles. And you're contemplating, is it out there? Yeah, you got the sun here, you had the Queen of Pentacles here, so right next to the sun. So this fresh start, new beginning with lots of love and joy also is a committed and solid relationship. And it's right next to your card, the King of Cups. Male or female, like I said. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. This is going to be you, Cancer. And you're just waiting for that right person to come along so you can hand them that giant cup of love that you have. You'd love to share it with the right person. They're coming in, and you put your guards up. You're holding that cup back until you're sure, and you are going to make sure. I have the High Priestess under the sun and next to the Seven of Swords. So this is like advice. This is like pull back that pomegranate curtain, okay, and listen to what yourself is telling you, because your intuitions are running very high, and whatever yourself is telling you is a truth. So follow your instincts. Trust yourself. Right under the sun, right next to the Seven of Swords. If you're feeling a red flag, it probably is. If you're feeling that this is a good, loving thing, it probably is. And it's right, the High Priestess is right next to the Judgment card. The Judgment card is right under the Queen of Pentacles. So you've learned spiritual lessons. That's why you had to go through these other types of relationships. Guardian angels and spirit guides trying to teach you a spiritual lesson, which you are definitely awakening to. That's why your sword's up now. I don't think you had your sword up before. I think that you went forth kind of just trusting anything and everything. Now you don't. Now you are looking for that truth and that clarity. And you're basing your decisions upon that truth and clarity. And I think that's part of your judgment here. And you're learning it. So you're being rewarded. You're being rewarded. The sun's coming in. I think what you've been waiting for is coming in. I'm not saying this week. I'm saying that this is in process. This is just your weekly reading. If this is your reading. This is a general reading. So, next to the Judgment card and under the King of Cups is the Hanged Man. So these are the last two cards that came. The Hanged Man this is right under the King of Cups. Your card of holding back that huge cup of love until the right person comes along. So you haven't really been moving forward. But this is a card of enlightenment. So enlightenment, look, you got it's the universe is saying you've been through spiritual lessons and you're learning them, so you're going to be able to hand out that big giant cup of love that you have. They're enlightening you that, hey, you've got it to give. And they know that you're holding out with that Justice card there. You've been through a lot of healing. You've gotten a lot of truth, a lot of clarity from your quiet times at home. Very spiritual card, the Four of Swords. Meditating, praying, soul searching. Very spiritual. And so this is how you've healed. It's a very healing card so that you can move forward. I'm going to take out a card here from Abraham. This is from Esther Hicks, the cards of the law of attraction. There's entities, they call themselves Abraham, that speak through, as a medium, through Esther Hicks. And these are all things that they have said. And I am looking for something that you need to hear from them, whether it has to do with this reading or not. But this is a card of advice or just something that they would like for you to pay attention to. They're so fat. Sometimes they're hard to shuffle. Just shuffle them until they feel like doing good, and they do feel good. Well, no. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to cut them. Okay, Cancers, you ready? I enjoy people. I attract enjoyable people. Oh, as I enjoy people, I attract enjoyable people. Okay, so it's what you put out there, you get back. That's what it's saying. So if you enjoy people, you will attract enjoyable people, not unenjoyable people. So on the backside is what Abraham said. And you can pause, you can read that anytime you want, but I am going to read it to you. I want great relationships. I so enjoy nice, clever, funny, energetic, stimulating people, and I love knowing that this planet is abundant with them. It seems that the more I enjoy people, the more people whom I enjoy come into my experience. I love this time of spectacular co-creation. So what it's saying is you can create, just by enjoying people, you can create more enjoyable people into your life. So that is what the law of attraction is all about. So that your thoughts, the power of your thoughts is what you attract towards yourself. So Cancers, you are being rewarded here from learning. You have a divine soulmate coming in, and it looks like everything's going to turn around. You're gonna your unworthy relationships are going to bring in a worthy one.